Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and I have a great video for you guys today. A few weeks ago, during one of my videos, I randomly came up with an idea that I threw out to you guys. Asked you to leave me some comments below what you thought of it, and I gotta tell you, it went over very well. I mean, normally when I ask you guys some questions, I'll get a couple people that are giving me their opinion, but I had to have at least, more than 2 hands of comments. That's a lot. Saying, yeah, Caffeine Man, you should do that video. I'm very interested in it. So we'll see if those more than 10 people leads me to a lot of people that are curious in this topic. And that video is a top ranking of all the energy drink companies. How do I do that? It's coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night and one on the weekends. And in today's video, we're going over that popular requested video. I recommended it to you guys. All the energy drink companies. Now, how exactly are we gonna do this? Well, the concept is quite simple, but it is gonna take me a long time to do in principle. I don't mind doing that for you guys. But what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart, adding up all of the rankings of a particular company's flavors, dividing that number by the amount of drinks they have, giving me the average score of that company. The one with the highest average score wins. Here is a more detailed example for people that like examples. If I rated 4 drinks, one of them rated a 7.5, one of them rated an 8.5, one of them rated a 9.5, and then the last one rated an 8, you get a total of 33.5. You divide that by 4 drinks, you get an average score of 8.375, all based on the Caffeine Man rating chart. Therefore, it is good to point out that this video and this ranking of the top 20 energy drink companies is based on my opinion alone. Even though I do try to give unbiased reviews on flavors that I don't even like, I try to do the best I can to give you an accurate score on the flavor. Therefore, there aren't any factual stats of how much the company earned or how many cans they sold. It's all based on the Caffeine Man rating chart. Additionally, if you're not good at math, I am just going to point out a couple of things. And one of those things is that if a company actually doesn't have a lot of drinks, they could potentially get a better score because they have less drinks to mess up their average. For example, a company with only 5 drinks that did a pretty good job might actually score higher than a company like Bang or G Fuel, which has over 20 different flavors. Yes, a lot of their flavors score really high, but just those couple that are in the mid-tier or even scoring lower gonna bring down that average pretty quick. And because this is actually a company list, it is not just one line of drinks, it is the company as a whole, but not the sister companies. What's that mean exactly? It means that a company like Bang is going to be based on their Bang line, as well as the Bang iced teas and the Bang keto coffees, but it is not going to include all the stuff from VPX, such as Redline. It's just what's named Bang. In a similar case, anything named Monster is going to be part of the Monster line, such as the regular Monsters, Monster Ultra, Monster Juice line, etc., but it's not going to include the sister company Reign, or NOS, or Full Throttle, or any of the other 19 companies that Monster owns. Also, to make it somewhat fair to everybody, I did want to actually give a threshold of at least 5 drinks for that company, because there are a lot of companies that are smaller companies that might only have a few drinks. They might only have 2, 3, 4 drinks in their line, and that's really not enough to give you an average. So I did actually put a minimum of 5 drinks on the list, because there are companies like Ninja Milk, Legend, Coke, Quish, and so forth that might actually get a decent score, but don't really have any great drinks to make them an exceedingly good company. So you gotta have at least 5 drinks to be on this list. Alright, I hope all of that makes sense to you guys, and hopefully it becomes clearer as we go on. So let's go ahead and start with number 20. Coming at number 20 is Triton energy drink. Triton is made by 7-Eleven, therefore it is exclusive to 7-Eleven, although 7-Eleven did just purchase Speedway and do partially own Sunoco stores. Therefore you could potentially see Triton in your Sunoco stores and Speedways, but I'm not quite sure because I haven't seen them there. I've only seen them in 7-Eleven. And they are actually a nootropic energy drink, which excites me because there aren't a lot of nootropic energy drinks in stores that are easily available. If you're lucky, you might only have 2 or 3 nootropic choices when you go to the convenience store. So I'm happy Triton was able to make it on the list. With the 5 drinks that they have in their energy drink line, they have a score of 8.43. Coming in at number 19 is a small company that is slowly growing with their solid line of energy drinks, and that company is Blakestar. Blakestar has a total of 10 drinks in their line, with their score being an 8.51. At number 18, we do have a company that started small, but has slowly grown into a larger company. And with only 5 drinks on their list, they were able to squeeze into that number 18 spot, just like they were able to squeeze juice into their energy drinks. That company is Bing. They came in with an 8.58, barely beating out Blakestar. And speaking of barely beating someone out, coming in at number 17 is a company beating out everybody else on the list when it comes to sugar content. That company is Rip It. Although I've only tried 6 of their flavors and they do have a couple more I haven't tried yet, they came in with a score of 8.583, and I'm curious if that number would be a little bit higher or a little bit lower if I tried those other drinks. I'm guessing a little bit higher. The next company was a fairly small company just a couple of years ago when they started out, but due to their online marketing and influencer program and great drinks, they currently have 16 drinks at the time of writing this script. But by the time I record this video, edit the video, upload the video, and post the video, they'll probably have at least 20 different flavors, most of them being limited editions. And that company is Ryse. Ryse has 16 drinks currently at the time of making this video. And with those 16 drinks, they score an 8.625, putting them in 16th place, which that's kind of weird. They're in the 16th spot with 16 drinks. Maybe they should stop making drinks as they might go down on the list. I don't think they're stopping anytime soon. Number 15 brings us to another store exclusive, and that drink is Beyond Raw Lit, which is made by GNC, but as of recently, it has grown so big that they've actually started selling it online at different online websites. I don't think any of the stores are carrying it just yet. I think the GNC stores carry it, but if you look online, there are different websites that do sell Beyond Raw Lit, and with a total of 11 drinks in their line, and they did have a couple that have come and gone really quick that I didn't get to review, but 11 is a good sampling of the flavors they came out with, and they're at an 8.645. Number 14 on the list is the first non-carbonated energy drink on the list, and it is not your stereotypical energy drink. It is actually an energy tea. This company is very new and very small, but their drinks definitely pack a big punch at 200 milligrams per bottle. If you like your caffeine and you like your tea, Viable Tea is going to be the energy tea for you. They have 5 different options, coming in at a score of 8.72. The drink coming in at number 13, I really do like their line. And 13 just seems so low to me for a company that I like so much. But part of the reason is because when they actually first came on the market, I thought that they did have some really solid drinks, some really good drinks, but they didn't really exceed expectations. They never hit that high mark. It's only been the last 5 to 6 drinks that they released that actually put them on the chart. Before those drinks, they might not have even made the top 20 list. So to be at number 13 is a great accomplishment because they came out with Witch's Brew, Trippy Hippie, Cosmic Stardust, and I know some of you guys really love the slushes that they came out with, and that company is Alani Nu. They have a total of 14 drinks, coming in with a score of 8.743. Next up is a somewhat unknown company, for their energy drinks at least. Their main company is more well known as a coconut water and coconut milk company, but they decided they were going to throw their hat into the energy drink ring, and they came out with Dolphin energy drink. And I think they did a very solid job with all their flavors. They're coming in at number 12 with 8 different drinks in their line, and a score of 8.775. Coming in at number 11 is another newcomer to the energy drink game within the last 2 years, and its owner Jerry Ryse called the company Goat Fuel. With 8 drinks in their lineup, they're scoring an 8.8. Coming in at number 10 is the company that has the lowest price tag on the list, really close to Rip It, but that company is Venom. Their 99-cent price tag, 89 cents at some stores I've seen it, it's enough to win anybody over, but then once you actually taste the flavors, you're completely sold on them. And I've had 7 out of their 8 flavors, and those 7 drinks have a total score of 8.814, breaking into that top 10 spot. At number 9 is a company that a lot of you probably think should be in the top 5 or so, but the only reason that they aren't is because of the numerous flavors that they've come out with. A lot of them have been really great, but a couple of them have bombed, or should I say flavor bombed. What can I say? I didn't like it. I know, not popular opinion, but G Fuel currently has 27 drinks on the market, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Between G Fuel and Ryse, it's like they're racing to see who can get the most drinks out there in the shorter amount of time, because they're definitely catching up to Bang. But their 27 drinks came out to a score of 8.815. Barely beating out Venom, but this next one is barely beating out G Fuel. This next company, they revamped their entire line of energy drinks. They discontinued almost all of them, started from scratch, came out with a bunch of new drinks. And since those old ones don't exist anymore, I'm really just going by their 6 new drinks. And that company is America Red, White, and Boom. Their 6 drinks scored a total of 8.816. And oh my goodness, I am glad I ended up going to that third decimal place because the last 3 drinks have been within 0.001 of each other. That's how close this competition is. Competition's getting tough. America coming in number 8. At number 7, we have a company that I am very fond of, but it is my top 20 list. We're in the top 10, so obviously I'm fond of them all. But this company has 10 drinks in their line, and for those 10 drinks, they're scoring an 8.86 and getting that lucky number 7 spot. Number 6 on the list, well, number 6 on the list by the official stats, by the official numbers on the books for sales, which this list isn't going by. This company is the number 3 energy drink in the world, pushing Rockstar off the podium out of the 3rd place spot just a couple of years ago, with 39 different drinks between Bang, Bang Keto, Bang Iced Tea. They're still at number 6 with a score of 8.95. And if this wasn't a company list, it was only based on each individual line, the original line would be scooshed up a spot with a 9.084, moving it to number 5. Speaking of number 5, we got Spike Energy. With more caffeine than most of your energy drinks on the market, 350 milligrams in a 16-ounce can, they scored a solid 9.0 with their 6 different flavors of their highly caffeinated cans. Now, number 4 is a little bit of a tricky one. I've only had 6 of their 12 drinks in their line, and that is because they released 6 more drinks just about almost 2 years ago, I think. Or maybe last year on Black Friday. I just remember it was on Black Friday they did the release. But they're still not in stores near me. You can only get them online. But luckily enough, someone did actually send me to a website that sells individual cans. They're only like $3, so I do have the next 6 bucked up flavors coming. But I did not want to postpone this video another couple of weeks to wait for those drinks to get here and review them. So with 6 drinks on the list, they're coming in at number 4 with a score of 9.18. Wonder where they'll be on the list in a couple weeks from now. All right, people, we are down to the top 3. This is what it comes down to right here. Top 3 energy drink companies. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Leave me a comment down below if you haven't already what you think the top 3 companies are going to be. We shall see if you're going to get that trifecta. Trifecta is all 3 for those of you who don't gamble. But I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to get the trifecta. You might get 1, you might get 2. I'm not sure if anyone's going to get all 3. We'll see. Coming in at number 3, when this company actually came out with their drinks, they sold out like hotcakes. Everyone wanted to know what this drink tasted like because it tasted very similar to the same 6 drinks that another company came out with a very, very similar logo and a very similar concept and a similar everything. But then after they released those 6 drinks, they started coming out with some new and unique drinks, and that company is Reign. Reign has a total of 16 flavors as opposed to all the ones that Bang has. And those 16 flavors scored a 9.3175. That is a lot of high scores, making it number 3. Number 2 also has a lot of high scoring drinks in their line, thus making it number 2. But similar to Bang, they actually have a lot of different drinks in a couple of different lines. And they have 16 flavors in their original line and a total of 13 flavors in the other 3 lines, bringing the grand total to 29 drinks in this company's arsenal. And to give you a hint, one of those lines is a personal favorite of mine, but the math states that they are in 2nd place as a whole, with a grand total average for the company being a 9.355. And that score goes to C4 Energy. Love me some C4 Smart Energy though. Number 2 on the Caffeine Man company ranking list. Number 1, guys. Moment of truth. You guys know who number 1 is? Well, if you think you do, let's find out right now, because I'm going to tell you it's not Red Bull. Even though Red Bull is the number 1 selling energy drink in the world, they didn't even make the top 20 list. That's right. They came in with a score of 8.1375. So, how many of you had your money on Rockstar, huh? If you did, you'd also be very, very wrong. Although I have not had all of the Rockstar flavors, I have had a lot, but they also did not make the top 20 list, as you can see, because they only scored an 8.192. Even if I did try more Rockstars, I'm not sure if they could bring that average up to make the top 20. So what does that leave for number 1, guys? Well, for number 1, we have that case I was talking about in the beginning where this company only has 6 drinks in their line, And all 6 of those drinks are extremely solid drinks. They have 2 more coming out soon. One should be coming out by the end of this month. The next one should be coming out in early January. That is what their release dates are. And that company is Ghost. Ghost had a total company score of 9.477, and they have achieved the top spot on the list. As mentioned, they do have the advantage of only having 6 drinks, so potentially a better average, but there are plenty of companies that only have 5, 6, 7, 8 drinks for a potentially better average, but none of those companies have absolutely amazing flavors for each and every one of them. By the time you have 6 flavors, you're usually gonna have one that is mediocre or strikes out. So how many companies can say that every single flavor that they've released so far is a great flavor? So far, just Ghost. Of course, time will tell. Like I said, it's 6 drinks now. They got 2 more coming out, and I'm sure they're going to be having a lot more released throughout 2022. So we'll see if Ghost holds the #1 spot on the top company list in 2022. Congratulations to Ghost. What's that? Where's Monster? What do you mean, where's Monster? Bah. You guys want to know about Monster? Monster only scored an 8.138. Yeah, that is pretty low. Definitely not on the top 20 chart. And I know there's a bunch of you out there saying, well, Caffeine Man, you barely reviewed any of the Monster drinks out there. To which I say, listen up. The company with the 2nd most reviewed drinks on my channel is Bang, and they have 39. Do you know what company I've reviewed the most drinks of on my channel? Yeah, guess what? It's Monster. I've reviewed 50 drinks from Monster, so they definitely had a chance on my channel. And if you would have told me 3 years ago, hey, guess what? You're gonna have 50 different Monsters, 50 different flavor Monsters in the next couple of years, I would have laughed myself to death saying, drinking 50 Monsters. Are you crazy? But yeah, I have had 50 different Monsters on my channel, making Monster the most reviewed energy drink on my channel. So yeah, there are a lot of Monsters. I may not have had them all, but I've definitely had a large amount of them. And they got a total score of 8.138. But listen, that score is because they have so many drinks. Rockstar, Monster, Red Bull, none of them made the top 20 because they got too many drinks. Or in Red Bull's case, not enough highly ranked drinks. If you're looking to purchase any of these drinks, you can find C4 on the Cellucor website or C4 Energy website, and you can save 20 to 30% off using coupon code CaffeineMan. For the rest of the drinks, you can check out Campus Protein and save 10% off with coupon code CaffeineMan10. If they're not there, you can check out the company websites themselves. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.